It's Detectival. Look, Griff finds, Giga Bleeps, hi Luce, hi. And me, it's Detectival. It's day one and we're going to go and do some. See you in a bit. First find of Detectival 2021. Yeah, must try harder. All right, it's hot, I'm blowing, we've had to walk, well, feels like about a mile to get here, and I'm surrounded by superstars. Look, over there we've got Griff Finds and Dada Griff, and we've got the Geeker Bleeps, and then over there somewhere we've got Paddy Detects, Ash from Southern Searcher, Gareth from Duke's Derbyshire, Luke Anglo Metal Detecting, and Dad. Yeah, we're all here, the gang's all here. Anyway, that is the first find of note. And it's thin, very thin, and green. Let's give it a clean, see if we can find something. Well, that's interesting. It's definitely a coin. It's got some writing on it. I can't quite see what. That might be a little hammered, you know, little hammered, you know, kind of copper. But I might be wrong, of course. Wow, we'll have a proper look at that in a minute. You might be able to see better than I can. It's definitely got some writing on the around the edge. Or it could be I don't think it's a button. There's no sign of a shank, I don't think, unless that is. Interesting. Excellent. Next one is a button, Batoni. Bit of writing on it. Little four-holer, the old friend. Happy days. There's Griff. Let's crack on. And that over there, that's a good friend of mine. That's John, North Devon detectorist. Absolute legend. Great, it's brilliant. It's just, you know, amazing to be around so many other fellow YouTubers and, you know, detectorists, just loving it. Absolutely buzzing for today. Right, let's move on. Another button. Another button. Good one. Still got the shank on it. Moving on. Bit of a grumpy cloud. Bit windy, so apologies for that. Next one. Coming up in the 70s for obvious reasons. is that? It's a coggy thing. Awesome. Right, next one is a lovely button by the looks of that. Yeah, that's smashing. You can see that. Like a little, maybe a portcullis in the middle. Something around the side, maybe a crown. Let's give it a quick clean. Yeah, nice. I like that. That can go in the good little pot. Little livery button, I presume. Cool. See you in a bit. Well, we've moved. Myself and treasure hunting with Tom and Griff and Lucy from Geeker Bleeps and Griff from Griff Finds. We've come over to the token field, which basically means that a couple of the organisers have buried loads of tokens in these fields, and you can win anything from, you know, a spray bottle up to a machine. So we thought we'd have a bit of fun in here and see if we find anything. My first signal though is not a token. It was in the 50s and it's very green and very interesting. No clue what that is. Let's just give it a quick clean, but I think that's about what we're going to see. Back in a sec. Wow. I don't know what that is. That's pretty cool, I think. Any ideas? Let me know. I don't know if it's a bit of a buckle or a bit of a brooch. No idea. We'll see if Tom knows. If you got any ideas, leave me a comment. Cool. See you in a bit. Next one. Very iffy signal. All over the place. And it's a button. It's not a token. It's not a coin. It's a button. Oh well. Nothing wrong with that. See you in a bit. Well, having some lunch. It's been a good morning. Not found a huge amount. I've not heard of a huge amount coming up either, so I'm not alone, I don't think. But I found a couple of nice buttons. That coin, which is one of the I think my second find, was it? I think that might be of interest when I clean it up. And that little buckly broachy thing, which I've just found. So yeah, so far so good. It's clouding over a bit, so hopefully it doesn't rain. You can see that. And behind me is where it's all happening. It's like the kind of tented village, so to speak. I'll try and take you around that in a little while. But first, I'm going to finish my roll, finish my drink, and then crack on. See you in a bit. Well, I'm refreshed and I'm back out again. It's been quiet actually. That's the first find of note. Which is a nice little bullet of some description, I think. Cool. And straight after the little bullet, a little one of them. It kind of looks like a button, like a lead button, but I've no idea. You see what I mean? It's very battered, I think. And I'm presuming that is some sort of shank type thing. But I might be barking up a completely wrong tree. No idea. Weird and wonderful yet again. Right. Best signal of the day so far by a mile. Under this water bottle. I'm hoping as I'm on the token field that this is a token. Let's see what we've got. Find it. Yeah, still there. Oh, hello, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. We're in. We've won something. We'll find, look at that. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, look at that. Other metal detectors are available. Oh, well happy with that. Find of the day, I reckon. Well, that Minelab token is very cool, I have to say. I'm just trying to get it out of the packet, but it won't come out. So there you go, look. Own the Underground, Detectival 2021. It's a thing of beauty, actually. I really like it. And hopefully I can keep it. And then what you do, in your little packet, you've got a code. And then you go onto the app that that's available, Just Detect, I think it is. And then you put the code in, and it tells you what you won, which is what I've just done. And you can win metal detectors, all sorts of wonderful gear. I won a hat. So I don't know whether they take these off you. So if they do, I might just keep the token and they can keep the hat, but we'll see. And anyway, my next find, normal service resumed, is an old rusty nail. Right. I'm not sure what time it is now, but the sun's finally come back out. It was getting a bit chilly. I'm a long way from, you can probably just see the main area there. I'm a long way from it. So I'm going to start heading back that way, and I think I'm going to get myself a well-earned beer. So hopefully get a couple of finds on the way back to the tent. See you in a bit. Right, this could be the last one of the day. My arm feels like it's about to fall off. It's absolutely beautiful and absolutely baking. And you can probably hear my voice. I'm flagging, and there's cold beer and entertainment waiting. So we're going to try and find this last one together. Pretty good tone. It was a bit jumpy, if I'm honest. And it is a whacking big bit of lead. Yeah, just a random bit of lead, I think. No other purpose. Cool. Well, that's my exit just over there. So I'm going to have a slow swing. So hopefully I might get one more in. Failing that, having just said this is probably my last dig, failing that, we'll do a little roundup back at the tent. All right, see you in a bit. Right, we're back. Quick roundup outside the tent. Yeah, that was a quiet day, but an absolutely fun day. It's so much fun seeing all the fellow YouTubers. Too many of you to mention, but I shall put all the channels that we've met on the description. So make sure you sub these wonderful people. Along the bottom, just kind of naily bits, a couple of bits of lead. We got two kind of nondescript buttons. Sorry, trying to do it while I'm in the sunlight. 2 little lead bullets. This little thing, not sure, lead buttony thingy. Coggy thing, presume off a watch, or no, a watch is too big, but a clock or something. Bit of blue and white pottery, always like a bit of that. And then I guess the three finds of the day is that lovely military button, which I think is going to come up lovely. A little buckly bit, I think it's a buckle, that's the consensus. And then last but by no means least, that little baby. Got to clean it up. I think it's quite old. I think it's an old token, and again need to clean it up. The consensus is might be a William and Mary, which would be amazing if it is. But yeah, we'll have a look at that a bit later. And then finally, sound of the underground. My Minelab token, which I'm going to see if I can keep, because I don't want to give that back really. I'd rather keep that than the cap, if I'm honest, much as I respect Minelab. But we shall see. If I'm able to keep that and get the cap, then happy days. So that's day one. So suffice it to say, it's time to have a beer. Cheers. Thanks for joining me. See you. Ooh, it's a warm one. It's day 2 at Detectival, and it's a beautiful day. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. I've got Geeker Bleeps behind me, Griff Finds up the other end, and treasure hunting with Tom. We're on a new field today. We haven't ventured too far. There are new fields open for day 2 at Detectival, but we've decided not to go up there because, quite frankly, it's a long old walk, and it's day 2, and obviously the tents and everything have to come down a bit later, but much before then. Let's see if we can go and find something. So let's get you to the first hole. Well, we are well and truly off and running. I've been going about 3 minutes, and we got something disc shaped. It's coming up in the 70s, so it was singing all the right songs, put it that way. Yeah, look at that. Half penny size maybe. Let's give it a quick wash, see if anybody's coming out to play. Not sure. It's very bright, the sun's very low, just can't see very well. You might be able to see better on the camera than I can, but I can't really make out much, if anything. But it's a coin of something, and it's a great start. See you in a bit. Nuts. Well, signals are very few and far between today. This is a very scratchy one, but I thought, well, I'm going to dig it. There's not a lot else to do. And there's that. Look, can you see it? About that. And it looks a bit grit. It's like what is that? Oh, actually, that's something, isn't it? It's a bit crusty, which is probably why it was giving off a funny signal. It's kind of heart-shaped, isn't it? Ooh, interesting. Right, let's just give it a quick squirt and see if anything comes up. Well, it's something. It kind of reminds me like it would be something like on a horse harness mount or something like that. That's gone very crusty. It's a lovely shape, and there's definitely something there. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll take that. Yeah, happy days. Right, that's pretty much it. We've gone back to the car. The tent is away behind me there. Treasure hunting with Tom and Disney Geek Runner. And we've come to the little events field. So this is where there's been coins coming up left, right and centre. Pretty modern, some very special ones, but I shan't steal that person's thunder. But yeah, so we're gonna have our last hour on here, see if we can do a bit of coin shooting. Then we're gonna go and do the raffle and see the last of the few people, and then we're gonna get on the road. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, the first one was a ring pull, coming up as 39.40. So apparently there are a lot of those on this field. So we now know what numbers to avoid. And then, oh, here we go. This one was a solid 80. So that is why I knew to put the camera on. And it is a 2p, I think. Yeah, it's a 2p, but it's a coin. Let's crack on. Right, next one is a 66. Let's see if we can find it together without the use of a pinpointer. Nope, that's not going to work. Oh, yes it is, it's fallen into the hole. Oh, it's a nugget. Can you see that? It's a nugget. It's an old quid, £1. Happy days. 66. Perfect. Right, last hole of Detectival. Let's find it together In here some. Oh, there you go. It is a coin. Let's see what we got. Last hole. It's a penny. Right, see you in a little bit. Well, Detectival 2021 done. Big fat tick in the box. That was amazing. I've now got a 3.5 hour journey ahead of me to get back to sunny Essex. But wow, what an amazing weekend. I haven't laughed so much in so long, and also enjoyed myself so much in so long. You know, it's a wonderful hobby that we do, isn't it? And what's really reassuring when you go to events like this is that actually not only is it a fantastic hobby, but it's rammed full of really fantastic people. So I was honoured and flattered to be approached by so many of you to say hello. Quite a few of my subscribers were there who said hello, and that was really cool. Wasn't expecting that at all. But also lots of other fellow YouTubers who have just made me feel so welcome. And there's far too many of you to mention, but I will just name a few names if I may. So Tom, Marie, Gareth, Ash, Luke, Ian, John, we had Sam, Lucy, Griff, Craig, Paddy, Andy, Jordan, so many of you, and apologies if I've missed anybody. Plus we've also got Terry and Mark, Rob, Jason, who by the way won a metal detector in the raffle. Yeah, so many of you, and if I've forgotten anyone, I do apologise, but you know, thank you so much for allowing me to join you over the weekend. I'm really honoured, and actually I've come away from Detectival with a whole heap of new friends, and I love that. That's just amazing. So yeah, so it wasn't a particularly great day 2 in terms of finds for me, as you've seen. Just a little blank coin and that little kind of horsey mounty thing, which was cool, and that's okay. And I think £1.03 in the events field. But there were some amazing finds come up, and I won't steal those people's thunder because they'll want to show them themselves. But wow, just amazing. So, and I'm so pleased for each and every one of you. So so that's great. That's it from me. I'm gonna get my head down now, get driving, get home, and get some food in me, and my own bed, which is you know, tents are great, but you can't beat your own bed. So thanks for stopping by, really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.